শপথ গ্রহণ করিতেছি যে
আমি আইন অনুযায়ী বাংলাদেশের প্রতি অকৃত্রিম বিশ্বাস আইন অনুযায়ী যথাবিহিত আচরণ করিব। অকৃত্রিম বিশ্বাস ও আনুগত্য আমি আইন অনুযায়ী শপথ করিতেছি যে আমি অবগত হইব তাহা বা কোনো ব্যক্তির নিকট প্রকাশ
New government, this is a very important task that we are given, that we should really take care of all the demands that the students were asking for, and also the conditions that the common people are suffering from. We should be dealing with the high prices and inflation and all these things. So this is very important.
Nobel Peace Laureate Muhammad Yunus was sworn in as leader of Bangladesh's new interim government on Thursday. Yunus made an emotional return home to Bangladesh after weeks of student protests killed about 300 people and injured thousands, forcing Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to resign and flee to neighbouring India. A harsh critic of Hasina, the 84-year-old arrived in Dhaka from Paris, where he'd been receiving medical treatment. Protesters had backed him to head the caretaker government, which is tasked with holding elections for a new leader. People in the capital, Dhaka, welcomed his appointment, hoping for a new era in Bangladeshi politics.
The example that the young generation is set of giving this country a rebirth, we are expecting that Yunus will be able to take it further to reconstruct our nation.
I earnestly request the new government to put an end to bad politics in the country so the poor working class can live in peace.
The economist, known as the banker to the poor, received the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize for founding a bank that pioneered the fight against poverty through small loans to needy borrowers. Yunus was sworn in as chief of a team of advisors at the official residence of President Mohammed Shahabuddin. Two student leaders in their 20s who led the protests, Nahid Islam and Asif Mahmood, will also join the caretaker government, local media reported. Hasina's Awami League party does not figure in the interim government after she resigned on Monday. In a post on Facebook, her son said the party had not given up and was ready to hold talks with opponents and the interim government. Hasina's flight from the country came after she ruled for 20 of the last 30 years, after winning a fourth straight term in January. The student-led movement that ousted Hasina grew out of protests against quotas in government jobs that spiralled in July, provoking a violent crackdown, though the government denied excessive use of force. The protests were fuelled also by harsh economic conditions and political repression in the country.